Hey guys, what's up? I'm back for another video. This is going to be, let's talk about the Cincinnati Junior Cyclones. And if you guys don't know about the Let's Talk About series, it's all over my channel. There's a bunch of other videos. So please feel free to check those out. They're on my channel. So if you'd like that, just feel free to check them out. And also, it's just a brief rundown. It's just something where I address some things and I talk about some things. I give my opinions, I give some facts, I give a debate against some. I debate stuff and I touch on subjects. There's also another series that I'm looking to get back into, which is defunct hockey teams. So if you guys know some defunct hockey teams, please feel free to put them down in the comments and I'll do a video on them. But also, please feel free to look up and go to the comments with any video ideas or anything that you want to debate here. But please keep it civil and keep the debate respectful. If it does not remain respectful, I will jump in and be like, hey, let's keep this civil and respectful. And if it still doesn't, I'll just delete that comment entirely and then we won't have a problem, will we? And also feel free to subscribe and check out my other stuff on the channel. That would be a big help to me. Right now I'm at like 420 subscribers that I know of, and this is a video that actually a viewer requested. It's just an updated video on the Let's Talk About the Cincinnati Junior Cyclones. I should just make this like a yearly thing, to be honest. Now I'm not gonna say that I know everything about the Cincinnati Junior Cyclones, because obviously I'm not in the locker room, I'm not in the stuff. This is just my opinion, but I do volunteer a lot for them. So if you guys would actually like to come out and see a game, parking is free, the games are free. It's over at the Queen City Sportsplex, which used to be named the Sports Plus. It's down on Reading, and it's a really cool experience. The guys would really appreciate it, so please feel free to look up and see some of their game days. The USPHL is an app. You can download that and then select the Cincinnati Junior Cyclones as the favorite team, and it'll show you the schedule. But also you can look up the schedule and the roster and the transactions on their website. I think that the roster and transactions can also can only be done on the website, but I would love to be able to do that on the app too. It would make my life so much easier. But yeah, so please definitely check these guys out. I know that they greatly appreciate it, and I advocate for them, and I try and get the word out because they are a great group of guys. They really are. So now let's get into the video. I've already spent like 3 minutes going on about the intro and stuff. So the Cincinnati Junior Cyclones. And I don't say any of this stuff to be mean. I'm trying to be respectful as possible, and I don't say any of this like to be rude or mean or like be in business that I'm not supposed to be in or like create any waves. But this team has a lot of turnover and not a lot of talent. They've released so many players, they've suspended so many players because players are quit, and there's just not a lot of team chemistry going on, and there's not a lot of talent. Now, I will let you guys in a little secret that I heard around the thing. It's that the coaching staff has not been paid, and that there's a lot of stuff going on in that locker room because the head coach is on the hot seat, apparently, too. But don't tell anyone I told you that. It's our little secret. So he's been playing pretty much only the talented players, and they're still not getting very many wins, so there's not a lot of talent on that team. There's a fair amount of really good players in that league, but not a lot of talent on that team, sadly. Maybe it's because a lot of recruiters aren't, getting guys and recruiting them to the Junior Cyclones. I don't know. But they've fallen on really hard times right now. They really have. Because their roster does not have a lot of talent. They're not going to win a lot of games. And this is their coach's first year as a head coach, which I don't agree with putting him on the hot seat in his first year ever coaching, because he's still trying to figure stuff out, and he doesn't really even have the talent, really, to be able to go out there and like win games like against the Metro Jets or the Fort Wayne Spacemen, or they almost won against the Battle Creek Colonels, But there's a lot of other guys in this league that are more talented, and none of them are on the Junior Cyclones. And I think that the lack of talent is really hurting them. I would volunteer to recruit for them, but I have to be like CSA something, certified agent, or I have to be in their database. And I can't get in contact with anyone that can help me do it. So if anyone wants to send this video to Jason Payne or not Alex Mazera, it's Jason Payne and Chad McLeod of the Cincinnati Cyclones, they're their coaching staff in the Cincinnati Cyclones. Please feel free to send this video to them. I'm open. Just contact me. I'm not going to give out my email or number here, but Lee Lansdowne and Ben Cook both have it, so reach out to them to get my number and my email, and then we can set something up, because I'd love to recruit for you guys. I have a lot of connections in the hockey world, one of which is a connection to a gold medal winning coach / agent of a guy like Connor McDavid. And I know I'm like hard on that, but like I have a lot of connections in the hockey world. Hockey's been very good to me, and I'd love to help recruit guys for that program. That plug aside, the Junior Cyclones. It's hard to build chemistry there. There's just a lot going on in that locker room. Not a lot of winning games. Not a lot of happy guys. And this is honestly a pretty new team. I think like a lot of the team is rookies, and I believe that there's only 3 or 4 guys that returned, and I think that one of the guys that returned actually got cut. I don't know why he got cut. I wasn't told why he got cut, but there's a lot of stuff going on, and not a lot of gelling of guys in that locker room, and that's hurting them a lot. I don't know how you're going to fix that, but if I'm being honest, it's a really bad position to be in if you're their head coach, Lee Lansdowne. I love Lee to death. I think he's a really great coach. He's doing the best he can with the team and the talent he has, but there's only so much you can do. And I know that a lot of the support, if you guys will come out and support it, that would be a very big help, and maybe even attract more players to come here, because bigger crowds, players obviously want to be playing in front of some good crowds, but the Junior Cyclones, they just don't have a lot of talent right now. Just looking at the roster, there's like Jaden Atchison. They just added his brother Alex back. I don't know what happened to him in Toledo, because they didn't say he was released or anything. But he's back. He's signed, and that's gonna be a big help, because Atchison's a very good two-way player. He's really great on the forecheck, not afraid to use the body. He's aggressive on that forecheck, because he'll go after guys. And he can also play forward in defense, and those types of players are very valuable. And he also has a very fair amount of talent. There's guys like AJ Faulkner and Alan Faulkner III, or the junior. I can't remember. I think it's Faulkner III, but there's a bunch of those guys that they're rookies, but they're also the first set of twins ever in the USPHL's history that are on the same team. Then there's also guys like Listen, Mayberry. I think he was pretty talented, but he's since left the team. There's also guys like what's his name, Nick Gingle, who's a very good goaltender, very talented. He's doing the best he can out there, but he's facing like at least 60 shots a night, and that's hard on a goaltender. It's really hard. Kil Puzzi was pretty good, but he's left the team as well. Then there's guys like Emmett Guest, who's a pretty good goal scorer. He's pretty small, all things considered. Just the Junior Cyclones in general are a pretty small team. But like Emmett Guest is really good at scoring goals. But then there's a lot of great guys on this team that can score goals. Klein, I haven't seen him score a goal yet, but he's a defenseman, I believe, and he's not bad. He takes a few penalties, but he's not a bad player. And I think that the Junior Cyclones have a lot of potential, but they just need some more talent to be able to bring out that potential. And it's a pretty upstart program as well. It's only in its 3rd year of existence, and I just want to say that this team is 100% worth coming out and watching and coming out and supporting every now and then. It's free. It's not going to cost you anything but some gas, and it's pretty good if you have nothing else to do that night. It's pretty good it's a pretty good opportunity. And also, if you guys wanted to volunteer for that team, you guys can reach out to Lee Lansdowne or John Atchison. Atchison, I don't know 100% how you say the name, but John, he knows a lot of it. You can also, I guess, reach out to Ben Cope or Frank Banham. Frank Banham is the director of operations for the Junior Cyclones. Maybe I'll reach out to him about the recruiting thing. But I have a lot of faith in this team that they'll get it together in a few years. And I think that this team, if they could get some talent attracted to them, could be a very good contender. They actually made the playoffs last year. They weren't very good, but they did make the playoffs last year, and I believe that's a really good stepping stone. Their coach was Jim Mitchell, and he's not back at the coach / GM position that he was, but he's kind of like the advisor, and he's always there. He's helping out Lee Lansdowne, who's their new coach, and I think that's really cool of them to do that. So the Junior Cyclones, definitely worth coming out to. I don't know if there's really any way you can fix that team this year, other than just signing some talented players and building for the next year or the next few years. And they have some really great guys on that team that I spend some time with when I'm in the box. There's a lot of really great guys that I've talked to. There's some really great guys that I've known over the years. Tristan Harris, who was another one of the guys that got released, he was pretty great. And he's just an awesome human being. I love him because he's so nice. I like him. He's just one of the best people in hockey, really. He'll talk with ya. He'll give you a little bit of information here and there about some stuff if you have a question. And so Tristan, I wish you the best of luck, man. He's at this moment talking to like some team in New Jersey, and I hope he gets it, because I've never seen him play, but just the way he carries himself tells me that he's one of the better people in hockey. He's very down to earth, very cool, very funny, and I could not say more nice things about him. But there's just a lot of stuff going on with that team, and they need to figure it out, really. Chemistry just isn't really there right now. They also have another guy that can score. I forget what his name is. He was here last year. Mitchell Elliott. He's pretty good. He's pretty good at scoring goals. So they need more guys like Elliott and Guest, and they need more guys like that have talent. And this team has a lot of potential, but really none that you can do. Potential can only get you so far, right? So with that being said, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will hopefully see you guys next time. And I wish you guys a good day.